Warawara are small adorable spirit creatures from Studio Ghibli's The Boy and the Heron. They look like marshmallows or soft pillows and represent unborn souls preparing for rebirth into the human world. Let's make Warawara charms step by step together. It is a very easy and cute project, so it can be done even by a child with adult supervision. I've listed everything I used in the description below. Don't worry if you don't have certain materials like gesso or a dotting tool, you can absolutely improvise and still get a great result. First, let's break down the anatomy of a Warawara. We need a round body, 2 small hands in a peel or triangular shape, 2 little triangular legs. Let's sculpt. Take a piece of clay and roll it between your hands or on a cutting board to form the round body. This might take a bit of time depending on your air-dry clay. Dip your fingers in water and smooth out the surface as you sculpt. Next, roll out 2 small peel-like shapes for the hands. I'm using a tool with a small triangular sponge to smooth out the edges after attaching them, but your fingers work just as well. When joining the pieces, be sure to use a little water on the joints for a secure bond. This is also the perfect time to give your Warawara some personality. Try putting both hands up in an excitement or lift one down as if it's waving. Roll out another peel shape and cut off one end. The triangle you get will be one of the legs. Make the second leg and use a little water to attach it. Then smooth out the surface. Once you're happy with the shape, add a small bail at the top. I also made 2 more Waravaras in different sizes, with more triangle hands for variation. But you can skip it and stick to one. Let the charm dry completely. I left the bigger one for 48 hours. A helpful tip: if the thickest part of the charm feels noticeably colder than the thinner parts, it is still a bit raw and needs more time to dry. Next, we need to sand our charm. Wear a mask when sanding. Breathing in clay dust isn't good for your health. Sand gently and consider wearing gloves to protect your hands. Now, some people skip this step, but I like to do it. Wipe the charm with a damp cloth to remove dust and make the surface smoother. Leave it overnight for about 8 to 10 hours. Let's prep the surface with some gesso. It helps the paint stick and adds some much needed durability. If you don't have any gesso on hand, a thin coat of Silla works too. I usually hang my charms on the small tripod to dry, but if you don't have one, just grab a glass jar and a bamboo or a wooden stick. Thread your charm's bail, slide it onto the stick, and balance it horizontally over the jar. Let it dry for at least 12 hours, so longer is even better for a perfect cure. Once dry, cover the charms with white acrylic paint. After about an hour, draw the face. Use the anime as a reference. Warawara have loads of different expressions, so choose the one you like the most. If you can't paint a face you like from the beginning, don't worry. Use a damp cloth with a bit of water to remove acrylic paint while it is still not completely dry. If that won't work, you can always cover it with the base paint and try drawing again. Let the paint dry for another 24 hours before sealing. Apply a coat of sealer. I usually hand the charm on a thread to give even coverage. Let it dry for 12 hours. Now apply a second coat of sealer. Leave it for another 12 hours to fully cure. Here's what the cured charms look like. Let's assemble the keychain. I used a simple leather cord and some beads I liked, but you can use whatever you have or simply let the Warawara hang out together. Also, I made 2 extra charms, a cooking pot and a cup, inspired by the scene where an avalanche of Warawara appears. I recommend using a double cord. Fold it in half to form a loop and tie a knot. Then cut the loop to create 2 free ends. Now let's put everything together. I place the beads on the double cord and the charms on the single one. I recommend adding beads between the charms so that Warawara don't bump into each other while you're wearing them. Simply alternate between beads and charms, tying small knots in between. This is the most meditative part of the whole process, so take your time and enjoy it. Finish with a carabiner. Here's my final result. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, it really helps it grow. See you next time!